All right. Welcome on, everybody. How you guys doing today? This is Coach Keon Corniff, also known as Mr. Finance, your favorite financial educator and business coach. And for those of you that don't know who I am a financial educator and business coach. Like I said, what I do is that I provide complimentary financial workshops where you could tune in from the comfort of your home or anywhere you are virtually to our workshops. And all you have to pay to get access to these is attention. Now, we do provide business mentorship as well, where we're able to teach you a system that you can use. And we also provide financial services in all variety of areas, anywhere from retirement planning to real estate to estate planning to life insurance and many, many more different things that we do. And like I said, guys, one of our biggest mission and focus right now is to make sure that every family learn how to build, lead, and focus on financial education. So if you're someone that's new to this channel, you're new to this conversation, well, tonight we're going to be having a money talk. And we're going to talk about what are the money problems that people are facing today and what are some of the things that we could do to put ourselves in a position to continue winning the money game. And let me tell you something, guys, if you're someone that's out there that's dealing with different concerns when it pertains to finance, when we talk about concerns about how to make more money, right? Or where do you save your money? Or how do you protect your money? Or why should you learn how to grow your money? If these are some of the concerns that you have or others, definitely like and share this and spread the word with a family or a friend so that way they can understand the fundamentals. So today, I am happy to share with you guys some concepts about what are some of the money problems that we're facing today and what are some of the things that you and your family might be facing. And the first thing I want to touch on today is the problem, with life insurance. Now, some of the things about problem with life insurance is that if you was to die tomorrow, right? Did you know that your family could be broken a year because the lack of not having life insurance? Did you know that the average face amount that an individual have when it comes to life insurance policies that was issued out in 2018, it was only about 168 plus thousand dollars. So when you think about the problem with that is that right now, if people only have enough insurance, the problem is this, is that a lot of people have life insurance, right? And the real problem that you gotta ask is, do you have enough of it? And the only way you can indicate or even know if you have enough life insurance is by simply understanding and learning something called your dime method. Now, one thing I want to talk about before I get into the dime is that there's no such thing as bad insurance. If you ever hear an insurance agent come to your house and tell you that your insurance is bad, 9 out of 10 times they're using that as a sale tactics. A lot of these insurance agents just study, they get a license, they pass a board test, and their job is to come in your house and replace what you got. There's no such thing as a bad insurance. Every insurance serves a purpose, and that's why it's important to know your dime because when you learn your dime, you know if you have enough insurance at the same time. So one of the things that's so important is to know what are the four things that you need to protect. And the four things that you need to have proper protection in place for is number one, you must protect your debt. You must protect all your debts, all your credit card debts, your car note, your student loan. All these debts need to be covered. So that's what, so God forbid something in the event of you passing away, your family will be still taken care of no matter what, and your debts won't be a burden to someone else. Also, do not make the mistake of trying to pay off your debt and go debt free and be broke in the process. Don't go broke trying to be debt free. Cover your debt while you're paying down your debt and build up your credit at the same time. Now, you also got to protect your annual income. If someone depends on your income, like a child, a spouse, or a parent, or a loved one, or whoever, if someone depends on your income, you must have life insurance because you must have at least 10 times your annual income set in place to make sure that it's protected. So if something was to happen to you, 10 times your income will not disappear. Now, you also got to protect your mortgage. You must have mortgage protection. You got to make sure that the balance of your mortgage is protected in the event of you passing away because life insurance will be to offset the cost and to pay off the house so that way no one go homeless in the event of you passing away. And then you also got to protect the educational interests of your children or grandchildren. Because God forbid something was to happen to you while your children are still young, you don't want them to acquire debt to seek a higher education. So that's why you got to protect their education interests from an early stage. So one of the things that we educate families is that you must learn how to use term to cover your dime and then save the difference in a cash value life insurance at the same time. Own a final expense insurance so that way it could take care of your final expenses. Because unlike your life insurance that takes 4 to 6 weeks to pay out, you must make sure that you have final expense insurance because that's the one that pays out within 48 hours of your passing. So it's important to understand that the problem with life insurance is that a lot of people don't educate you about the history of it, they don't understand the process of it, and they do not know how to use them, structure them properly. Life insurance is two things, guys, and never forget this. It's either suitable or it's affordable. And the way that you know if it's suitable is if that life insurance covers your dime. And the way that you know if it's affordable is by understanding your budgeting at the same time. That's why when it's all said and done, when you look at life insurance, it started off as a term, became a whole life, then it transitioned into a universal life, then a variable universal life, and now we're at an index universal life. That's where we are when it comes to life insurance. Now, another major problem that we're dealing with today is that we got to look at the fact that long-term care. Long-term care is a major, major problem. The fact that we're living longer and we're more likely to get some form of chronic, critical, or terminal illnesses before we die. And did you know that there was a study that was done in 2021 where it indicated that the annual median cost for a home health aide, that's like a CNA that to come to your house to take care of you, that was going to cost you about 61 plus $1,000 at that time. Do you think the price for that or the cost for that have went down over the years? Absolutely not. The costs have increased. Did you know that if you wanted to be in a nursing home and you wanted to be in a private room, that's going to cost you about 108 plus $1,000 in that time? Once again, do you think the price and the cost went down or do you think it increased? So if that was the cost in 2021, and you got to ask yourself, did you know that you could get long-term care in two different forms? You could get it either standalone or you can have it attached to your life insurance. So there's many ways to go about owning long-term care. You got to make sure that you have things in place that if you was to get chronic, critical, or terminal illnesses, you want to make sure that you have access to funds in that event. Like I said, you could also attach these things and get what's called living benefits attached to your life insurance, where God forbid something was to happen to you, that money will start accelerated and start paying out while you were alive. Your death benefit could pay out to you while you're alive to offset some of the long-term care costs. But even when it comes to retirement, what is the problem with retirement? Well, the problem with retirement is that most people don't understand it. And when you think about retirement, did you know according to the US Census Bureau, they said that 11.6% of all Americans retire in poverty? Did you know that? Did you also know that the average retirement income for someone 65 and older is only 47 plus $1,000? Did you know that? And when you think about the fact that that's the average cost for an average person, imagine the fact that if long-term care in 2021 was costing 61 plus $1,000, and imagine being the average individual that's bringing in about 47 plus $1,000 annually. Do you realize that the average person can't even afford to be sick during their retirement years? How many of you have something in place other than your retirement plan to offset the cost if you was to get sick during your retirement years? And I want you to really think about that. And that's a major problem. These are things that we really got to start taking consideration and think about when we talk about how do we prepare for the future. Did you know that the average person needs about $5,000 coming in every month, and the average person retires 65, which indicate that the average life expectancy for someone is 85 years old. So from 85 to 65, that's about 20 years. Someone needs $5,000 coming in every month, which is $60,000 a year. So when you look at the fact that if someone want to retire at 65 with $60,000 coming in every year, from 65 to 85, that's 20 years they need 60,000, which means that the average individual needs about $1.2 million by the age of 65 years old in order to receive $60,000 a year or $5,000 a month. So you got to really ask yourself, are you prepared for retirement? And then you got to think about how is that your retirement is going to be taxed when you need it? How will your retirement be taxed when you need it? at the time of retirement. These are the problems that we're facing. And that's the reason why we have a wide variety of solutions. Guys, that's why we're going to continue having these money talks. And we're going to discuss different strategies that we can use to really prepare ourselves. Like I said, I just want you to know this and never forget this. You're one decision away. You are one decision away from changing your future for the better. So always remember that the choice is yours. And the way that we continue want to empower you, and I want you to know that our mission is to educate 30 families every month. That's my personal goal. But just know as a firm, we have committed and pledged to educating 5,000 families every year, and I want you to be one of them. So if you're someone that wants to be one of those family members and you would like to get access, all you have to do is text the word I am ready to 321 312 0130 and text the word I am ready and your full name and you will get access. All you have to pay is attention. So always remember to build, lead, and focus on financial education, and we'll be looking forward to empowering you. So my name is Coach Keon Corniff, also known as Mr. Finance, your favorite financial educator, business coach, and I look forward to empowering you soon. Have a blessed night and talk to you soon. All right? Keep winning. Remember to like and share this. Bye-bye.